welcome to our chat.
Yes, our channel, our YouTube channel is official.
We are officially launching this thing.
Like after so many tries and so many, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
So you did some research. If you see me picking my notebook, it's because I'm the journalist today. And by the way, let's just start with an introduction so that people may not think we are crazy, which, to be honest, we are.
A little bit.
So who are you?
My name is Ngabe Trisham, originally from Rwanda. And yeah, anything else?
No, I guess that's enough. I'm
That's enough
Nicole,
for now.
the host for now.
Yes.
And welcome. As you can have seen in the title, we're gonna tell you some few things we discovered about the trip we had when we came to Dubai, because we are living in
Dubai. The one and only.
Yeah. Is it fun? A little bit. Is it tough? If you're interested, just stay in the video, like, subscribe, share it with a friend, and get ready. Maybe you'll be the next one to come.
Yeah.
So, the very first question: what was life for you before you came to Dubai? Where were you living first?
First, I live in Kigali, the capital of Rwanda. I lived in Kigali, the capital of Rwanda. Specifically, Rebero, with my parents and my family. I was a student at the time, had just graduated. I was working, and I quit my job. Left my family, my friends.
What was your job? Quit my job. What was the job?
I worked in a clinic, a private clinic. I was a stock manager / receptionist. So yeah. And then I quit, and I had.
You quit to come to Dubai?
I did.
That's a bold move.
It is. It is crazy. But yeah, I quit because of a lot of reasons. Life was good, but I initially wanted something different. I wanted an adventure, and of course, the capital reason to make money.
But for me, it was different. Because before coming to Dubai, I was not planning on coming. The idea was to get back home because I was living in Poland. I had a job. It was a cool one as well. I liked it. So the idea was to get home, get hitched, and then just go back to Poland, let my husband, because he was living in Dubai, let him come to Dubai, and then we figure things out, and then one can come to either. He can come to Europe where I was, or I could just come here. When we got home, I got ambushed. So they were like, from marriage, you have to decide whether you're going together.
Yeah.
And long story short,
You're in Dubai.
Dubai won. So what did you hear about Dubai before you came? What was the story that made you feel like, maybe?
Well, for me initially, the thing that made me decide was my dad. My dad came here, I think 11 months to be precise, before me. He was here for business, and he met a few people, and they managed to convince him that it was a fast-moving, beautiful place to be, and where youth could, get a lot of opportunities. So when he came back home, he told us about it, and I was like, you know what? Let's do this thing. So actually, a month before I moved, my baby brother moved here. And so I felt like it was a safe space because my dad had told me about it, because who doesn't trust their dad? I do anyways. And my baby brother was here. So initially I felt very safe, and that was the main reason. And then of course I felt like there were so many other opportunities, and there was so many other windows to explore. And plus, Dubai, for those who don't know, is a very accessible country in terms of, it's not like in Europe where you go and coming back home is like really hard. So I knew that anytime I wanted to go home, it would be much easier. So that's my reason. What's yours?
Did you like it?
Well, that's a whole other adventure to explore.
We'll find out in a few minutes. Anyway. About me, I had come to Dubai before.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a transit trip. That's where I got married.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I mentioned, my then boyfriend worked here. So I went in a detour because I had gotten a job in Poland and I was moving there to just figure out what's life. You know, the youth, we always want what's best, what's the better state, the greener grass of elsewhere and everything.
Yeah.
So before going, I had a sort of detour. So he had managed to convince my parents that it was the best thing to do to just go through so I can meet with him and then go on with my trip.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came, I liked it. It's beautiful.
That's
Exactly
cool.
like in videos, really. Let's be honest. When
That's
you see
true.
it from
No
outside,
lie.
it's amazing. So I was like,
Definitely.
but the truth is, like I said, I did not plan on coming.
Yeah.
But it was like a 50-50 thing. So when I got in Europe, it was a shocker. Because coming from Africa, you know that Europe is like the heaven.
Everything, yeah.
Coming to Europe, coming from Dubai, it was a,
Another shocker.
it was a very different. I was like, it's like coming from the city and going straight to the village. Like when I mean village, I mean like ranch kind. I'm not trashing people who are living in Europe. I just say where I was living in Poland, and the difference was crazy. And I was like, okay,
It's real.
so
There was no line.
so there's Europe and then there's Dubai, like from upgrade to upgrade. So from there, I was like, why not? And also the opportunities, like she mentioned, everybody says that Dubai is the place of opportunities. But my thoughts were that by the time you get at the airport, someone is already looking for you to give you a job or
They're paying you to be
something is
here.
happening. And so when we decided on coming back here with my then now husband, it was like, it's better there. It's much better. It's warmer. And I was coming from a very cold place. It's warmer. It's beautiful. It's advanced and everything is so flashy. So anyways, I'll get a job so fast I would forget where I was before.
I know the feeling.
Not sure I would do the same thing, but hey,
Here
we're
we are.
here. We're here, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, how could you say your expectation versus the reality?
Oh Lord, it's very different. All I can say is I was sure that within 6 months I would be a billionaire.
A billionaire, like
I'm not even kidding, guys. I'm not kidding. I
my
was
neck.
sure that I will have so much cash stored up that all I was gonna go do is go back home, start like a humongous business, and just live
Build
the good life.
a mansion and
You know,
be
live
rich
the good life.
forever.
I only had like a 2-year layout plan for Dubai, and then reality had got here, and it took forever to even say that I'm on stable ground. But I was so lucky and fortunate to like find people to really connect with and guide me through the whole thing. But to say the truth is don't believe everything you see on social media.
Don't believe everything
that
you
people
hear
tell you.
people tell you.
Because everybody is faking it till they make it. That's the truth. Everybody's just faking it till they make it. Yeah. We're just gonna. Yeah.
What was your biggest shocker though?
The biggest shocker. When I moved here, I was sure that I was gonna have the biggest apartment to myself. I was sure that I was gonna have at least 2 rooms, like the whole thing, the vibe. Because anybody who moves from Africa, I mean, Africa, we're so fortunate and we don't even know it.
Yeah.
Like our homes are
The
humongous.
beds.
Our homes are humongous, and we complain about it and we pretend like we don't have the best. So I thought when I moved here, I was gonna I even thought that the money that I was gonna pay for rent.
In the
You know,
tall,
like all the other
apartments,
girlies
you
that
know.
I see on TikTok and Instagram and what.
with the gym.
And the subscriptions that are endless, but that's not reality, friends. Yeah, I hear you share
You find
spaces.
yourself in a bed space.
Yeah,
Bam,
bed space.
bam.
Sharing everything. Kitchen, toilet. I mean, the spaces are clean, the spaces are beautiful, but everything is shared. The only thing that you can't share is your toothbrush, and that is it. Okay, and
Well,
other few essentials.
To give you a better image, if you've lived in a boarding school, Dubai
Yeah.
is easy for you to adapt
Yeah.
because you'll be in a room full of people, and the things that happen in those rooms are not always children rated, to be polite about it.
Like, Dubai is not for the faint-hearted or for the kids
It's
that are
not
coming
for
here
the
to
faint
play.
of heart. You have to be determined.
You need to know what you want.
For me, it was not like a shocker really, because like I said, I already had someone who lived here, so I knew a little bit of what was going on.
Yeah.
And living in Europe, having nobody, like starting from scratch there as well, it was like moving from one reality to another reality. So I didn't have a lot of shock. Good news, I skipped the bed space, but I did get to a shared apartment where you have to be like having your own room or your own half of a room. That's also existing here. So here what happened is you either have a bed space, and from there you're upgraded to a, how do you call it, partition? Yeah, partition. That means they take a room, they divide it into 3. It can be with a curtain or with just a wood wall.
Yeah.
Or you get a room and someone else has a room and you share that space as well. So and then for the richest of them all, to get an apartment.
She's one of them, by the way, FYI.
That's a journey. Maybe we'll discuss about that in another video.
I mean, I'm glad that it's official that now an apartment.
Maybe we'll talk about
list.
that and talk about the details of how accommodation in Dubai is like.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the, what's the next question? Let's see. What advice would you give to anybody who was like, you know what, I got a job in Rwanda, I like what I'm doing, or in Congo or Kenya or wherever they live, and I heard Dubai is it.
Advice. Have a lot of money saved up.
How much money?
Oh my God. I don't even know how much, like,
Tons.
I don't know. I mean, that's like a hard number to put on, but all I can say is, first, for me, I was really lucky because the minute I got here, I got to meet amazing people like Nicole, and I haven't been alone through this journey. I mean, I've never had to like get to moments where I'm afraid and I wonder what's next, you know? But I know a lot of people that are struggling like that. So, first of all, I think it's important to have someone that is here that you trust. And if you don't have that, at least have, of course, a skill that you're really confident about.
Okay, let's make a list.
Yeah.
Let's make a list. You're coming from your hometown, your home country, you're coming to Dubai. These are at least, let's say, the 5 things you should be sure you have before you come. First, I'll say a visa.
Definitely a visa.
A visit visa. We all came on visit visa. Get yourself a visa. Unfortunately, they used to be 3 months, now they have been reduced to 2 months. And shocker, you might not get a job.
Definitely.
So you might need to renew your visa when you're here. So
maybe even
you should have like 1 visa and little bit money saved aside for the next one when the time is like exhausting, because you do not want to be here overstaying, because there's these little things this country likes, it's called fines. You don't want to be on that side of life. What's the next one?
Have a plan, A, B, C, and D, F if possible. In terms of, like for me, I came thinking that I was gonna only work in my field, the field that I studied in, biomedical. So what I mean is, have a plan for working in other fields that you can explore. Because if you come close-minded to only one thing and you don't find that one thing, you'll just get stuck. So have a plan for various fields that you could adventure into.
Well, speaking of plan, you should also plan for your accommodation.
Yeah.
Make sure you can save at least enough for 3 months. Just at least. Because from bed space, whether be a bed space or an apartment or a room, you need a place to stay in Dubai. And you need to be safe. You need to have to be secure. You don't want to be jumping, because there are people who are here who sometimes they find themselves sleeping in the street before they get their next place. So get informations, go online, search, book space, or find a friend who can get you a space. Book that space for at least 2 months, 3 months, so you ensure at least you have a visa, you have a place to stay. That's a good thing. Another thing I would recommend is to do a lot of research.
A lot.
Not only on the climate, but also on the right time to come.
Yeah.
Because there are
Timing is
wrong
really
time to
important.
come.
Yeah.
The right time to come prepared. And I know it doesn't sound good, but don't have too much expectations.
Lower them expectations.
Don't have too much expectation. Because
Yeah.
the shocker,
It will hit.
the shocker is real.
It.
Like you feel it and you're like, okay.
What can I do next?
And to be safe, have a two-way ticket. Just in case you don't, if you're not able to handle
That's
it,
a good one.
it's okay
Have
to
a
go
two-way
back home.
ticket.
Have a two-way ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Come visit, see, research,
Explore,
look for
have
job,
fun.
explore. If it doesn't work out, go home, regroup, then you can always come back.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
Dubai is a good place, right?
yeah, it is. It
It's
is.
a good place to be. So we will tell you about the good things in some coming videos. Like we say, this is our first one. But for now, let's just give like one word of advice.
Yeah. And something else that I think we forgot.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna come here and you don't have some kind of faith that you abide by, you are in the shambles. Like, have some kind of standards, beliefs, religious standards that you go by.
Have foundation.
Because
Somewhat.
if you come not stable into who you are, what you want and will do, Dubai will Dubai is a place where
It
anything
will
is
straight
possible.
you out.
And if you don't have those standards, people will come and give you their own standards. So,
Mm-hmm. Have standard. Have foundation. Be prepared. Do some research. I cannot emphasize this enough.
do research.
Do research.
And don't
Like
believe
real
what
things.
people say.
Also, you can always start applying from home. You don't need to be here.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
You can start applying from home. You can search the job from home. You can prepare your CV from home. We can talk about how you prepare a CV sometimes in the
Which is
future
very
if you like.
different.
Well, anyways, if there's anything you would like to know about Dubai or any information, you can always put it in the comment section and we will look through it,
Yeah.
or me or Hal will answer you, okay? So, we
Definitely.
hope you like the content and we hope you like
Till
Dubai.
next time,
Yours
subscribe.
truly, Trisha and
And
Nicole. Subscribe,
Thank
like,
you so
share,
much.
and
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
come to Dubai, Habibi.
Come to Dubai. Come to Dubai. All your friends and family. It's amazing.
Okay, bye. See you next time.
Bye.